Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing another experience with you guys from a series I've done on here before called Experiments in Beauty, where I try new and innovative procedures in the beauty industry and share with you my thoughts, expectations, experience, and results. So for starters, this is what my skin looks like before I had the CO2 laser treatment done. Last year, I had some issues with my birth control that led to some pretty unpleasant breakouts along my jawline and on my cheeks. And though I got the birth control situation under control, I was left with some hyperpigmentation and pink scarring all over my face. So after having a consultation with LA Laser and Skin Center, they told me that I was a good candidate for their CO2 laser treatment, and I scheduled my appointment. On my appointment day, I came into the offices and chatted with the staff about the procedure, aftercare, and downtime. After which I had one last sit-down chat with my nurse before the procedure started.
You already know what we're going to do. This is a CO2 laser. We're going to resurface the skin. So what are we, as far as the CO2 goes, what are we trying to, what's our end goal?
This to hopefully rid like the hyperpigmentation and scarring that I had from previous acne. And I don't know if the laser helps with skin texture in general.
Sure does.
But it would be nice to like have better texture.
So to answer your question, it does help with little textural issues from old acne scars. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps with these little bumps.
Okay.
The only thing with that is sometimes it can bring up more things to the surface of the skin. Some patients have they start breaking out.
Okay.
After a purge,
That's
if
what
you
I
will.
figured. We went over my skin concerns and what I was hoping to gain from the procedure, before then getting started by applying a numbing cream all over my face. After waiting a short while for the numbing cream to kick in, I was told to go ahead and wash my face, and we were ready to get started on the CO2 laser treatment. The procedure took about 45 minutes in total, and there was only some minor discomfort. With the numbing cream and the cooling fan that I was given to blow on my face, I barely felt anything. The CO2 laser that she's using here is actually resurfacing my skin and giving it a chance to regenerate new cells and a new layer of skin. After I'm all healed up, I should notice a significant difference in the color and texture of my skin. After the procedure, my nurse applied ointment, explained aftercare, and I was sent on my way. Alright, so I am back. This is my skin about 10 days post-procedure after having the CO2 laser done on my skin, and This is crazy. I mean, mind you, I will probably need 2 or 3 more treatments done to make sure that all of the redness in my skin is gone and most of the scarring is completely faded. It's crazy to see how baby soft my skin is after all of the scabbing and flakiness peeled away. I will insert a couple of photos of what I looked like for the first couple of days after the procedure. It does vary from person to person. Luckily, I just had some minor swelling and a lot of grid-like looking scabs on my face. It looked pretty intense at first, but the staff at LA Laser and Skin Center assured me that it's gonna look like that it's gonna look worse before it looks better. And sure enough, after about day 5, my skin started to look normal again, and it was pretty pink still. It was literally like baby fresh skin. So I had to be really strict on making sure I stayed out of the sun. If I was in the sun, lots of SPF, a hat, sunglasses, the whole 9. Essentially, the laser is resurfacing your skin, so you are starting off with kind of like a brand new face, so to speak. So it was super important to minimize sun exposure and to just really take care of my skin. As far as pain levels go, when it came to actually having the procedure done, it wasn't too bad, honestly. I mean, the worst part of it to me was the smell. It literally smells like burning hair or burnt skin. So, I mean, if you can get over that, I think for the most part, it was pretty painless. They do numb you, as you saw earlier. So you don't really feel much of anything. The night of when I got home, I had to wash my face, and that was a little bit uncomfortable. It wasn't so much touching my face that was painful, it was more so the water dripping on my face that was uncomfortable. So what I would do is I would just cup the water and just gently let it run on my face. So other than that, the pain was really not that intense, to be honest. And for the results, it's like any amount of pain that you do feel is totally worth it. All in all, it took about 45 minutes for the actual laser treatment itself. This doesn't count the time it takes for you to be numbed or anything like that, but you know, it's not that lengthy of a procedure. So if you're considering doing something like this, just keep in mind that you're going to want to have at least 3 days of downtime. Mind you, I was still able to go out and about. I went to lunch with a girlfriend the next day. I just wore a big floppy hat and sunglasses, so I looked a little bit ridiculous, but if you don't mind it, you are not bedridden by any means. Overall, I've been recommending this to so many of my friends. If you suffer from any residual acne scarring, or if you just want to resurface your skin and have a more fresh complexion, I would definitely look into CO2 laser treatments. Not only is it good for acne scars, hyperpigmentation, those sorts of things, but it's also a good anti-aging preventative care when it comes to your skin. And the staff at LA Laser and Skin Center took amazing care of me. My nurse was so sweet. I absolutely adored her. Everyone in the entire office is just amazing. They are so helpful. They answered all of my questions. I was able to get in touch with my nurse when I had a few questions about post-care, and it was just a breeze. I couldn't have asked for a better experience when it comes to this, so I will definitely be back. One thing I will mention, after completely healing, you might notice some slight texture to the skin. I spoke with my nurse about this and they said that this is completely normal. It is kind of similar to the initial grid-like scabbing that you get on your skin right after the procedure, but they assured me that this texture that is almost non-existent now at this point will eventually go away. But some people do opt to get a peel to speed that process up if they mind that texture, but honestly, it's not noticeable. I mean, you have to get really, really up in my business to be able to see this baby little texture, but I don't mind it. That is just something to note. It's not abnormal if you do notice that after your laser procedure. But anyways, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can get a closer look at what my skin looks like after one treatment. So all in all, I am so happy with the results. I can't wait to finish treatment and see the final results of this, but so far I would highly recommend this to almost anyone who's just looking for a nice refreshed look to their skin. Again, the office that I opted to go to is LA Laser and Skin Center in Los Angeles. I'll include their links down below as well as their Instagram and their address. I would highly recommend them. Amazing staff, incredible doctors, totally professional, and they gave me beautiful skin. So yeah, I will definitely be back. A big thank you to the staff there as well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I will be happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. But that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.